For this lesson, we're going to be looking at reteaching the parts of an expression as well as the distributive property. So what we did for the parts of expression is we wrote it out 4 times so you can do annotating for each different part and not get confused. I know that your papers aren't always going to be laid out like that, but you are always welcome on a separate sheet of paper or on that sheet to write it out multiple times if that's what's going to help you. So our terms are just everything split by the plus or minus sign. So we have 5x, we have 13, we have 4, we have x. Our like terms, most specifically, are the ones that have the same variable. So I have 5x and I have x. They both have the variable x, so that is a pair of like terms. And then remembering that numbers, just numerical values, are like terms as well because we can combine those. So 13 and 4. Coefficients. So we are only looking at the values that have, or the terms that have variables in it. So if I look at it here, maybe I'm going to highlight my terms that have variables in it. And then the numerical value, well, the number that goes with this first term here, number 5, is the coefficient of 5x. And then for this one, there's no number here, but it's not 0. There's not 0 x's, there's 1 x. So that's the one that's most commonly forgotten. And then our constants, I'm just going to highlight the ones that don't have variables. Just the numbers are our constants. 13 and 4. All right, let's try it again. Again, our terms are everything separated by the plus or minus signs. So 9a, 20, 7b, a, 2b. So basically, everything, we're kind of replacing those plus signs with commas. Our like terms are the ones that have the same variables. So I have 9a, which matches up with a. Those both have the variable a. So that's one set, 9a and a. And I also have b and 2b. So those both have b. So b and 2b. And again, remembering that our numerical values are like terms. So 20 and 7. Coefficients, we are just looking at the terms that have variables. So 9a has a variable, 20 does not. 7 does not, b does, a does, and 2b does. So within that, we're looking at the numerical value. So the numerical value for this one is 9. For this one, there's nothing there, but remember it's not 0, it's 1 because there's 1b. For a, there's nothing there, but that means we have 1a. And here we have 2 b's. And then our constants are just the numbers, 20 and 7. Last one, our terms, again, it's everything separated by the plus signs here. So 2x, 4x, 3y, 6y. Our like terms are the ones that have the same variable. So we have 2x and x is a pair of like terms. then we have 3y and 6y are a pair of like terms. And then the 4 doesn't have any other just number, so it doesn't have a pair, so that's not included in the like terms. Coefficients, we are just looking at those that have variables. So we have 2x has a variable, 4 does not. X has a variable, 3y has a variable, 6y has a variable. So we're looking at the numerical values that go with it. There are 2 x's there. There's no number here, but there's 1 x there. There are 3 y's here, and there are 6 y's here. And then our constants are just the numbers. In this case, we just have 1, which is 4. It is possible for your constants that you might have none, or your like terms you might have none. All right, using the distributive property to write each expression as an equivalent expression. So what we are doing is we are taking this number on the outside, and that number is being multiplied by each term on the inside. So we're taking the 4, we are multiplying it by the first term, x, and we're taking the 4 and multiplying it by the second term, 3. And then we're just simplifying. 4 times x is 4x plus 4 times 3 is 12. So let's look at it for number 5. We're taking this number on the outside, 6, is being multiplied by both terms on the inside. So we're taking the 6 and we're multiplying it by the first term of 2x. And we're taking 6 and we're multiplying it by the second term of 1. Then we simplify. For 6 times 2x, we do the whole number. 6 times 2 is 12x minus 6 times 1 is 6. Remember, we cannot combine these any further because they're not like terms. All right, number 6, we have the 8 on the outside. That is being multiplied by both terms. 8 times the 3x is the first term. 8 times 4 is our second term. 8 times 3x, we do 8 times 3 is 24x plus 8 times 4 is 32. And then the last one, we're taking 5, which is on the outside. That's being multiplied by both terms on the inside. So 5 times 3x, and our second term, 5 times 6. So 5 times 3x, 5 times 3 is 15x, minus 5 times 6 is 30.